Hello, welcome to Report Vikings, your daily Minnesota Vikings news channel. Let's explore today's latest news. But first, I ask for your help. Like this video. Many of you follow our content daily, but forget to click the like button. It's a simple, free gesture that helps us a lot. I appreciate your support. Today we have two pieces of news that are driving fans crazy. There's great news about a Viking star who could return to the franchise, and a big signing that could happen. Now, enough of the chit-chat, let's get to it. NFL rumors. Vikings show interest in Daniel Jones. The NFL franchise tag window is now open, with the free agency negotiation period beginning March 10th. With that, teams are beginning to structure their plans for the 2025 season. In the case of the Minnesota Vikings, one possibility involves a deal with former New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones. After reviving Sam Darnold's career in 2024, the Vikings have no plans to apply the $41.3 million franchise tag to Darnold or offer him a market-high contract worth a similar amount. With 2024 first-round pick J.J. McCarthy returning from injury, Jones could be in the running to make the roster, according to ESPN reporter Jeremy Fowler. Daniel Jones could make sense for the Vikings. I'm told he's still an option under consideration. He was in the building last year and could be a cheaper alternative to Sam Darnold, Fowler said. Keeping Jones as a backup or bridge quarterback until McCarthy is ready makes sense for the Vikings. It's a similar approach to the one they took last season when they signed Darnold, another former first-round pick, who didn't have much early success in the NFL. While the decision to go with Darnold over McCarthy was surprising, it may have bolstered general manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah and head coach Kevin O'Connell's confidence that they can turn around discredited quarterbacks. As such, Jones could be the team's next project. Jones had a breakout year in 2022, posting a 9-6-1 record as the Giants starter, leading the team to the playoffs and even winning a postseason game against the Vikings. If McCarthy is healthy and ready to take over as the starter, a return for Jones to the Vikings would make sense. However, there are risks involved. If McCarthy isn't ready and Darnold finds success elsewhere, the pressure on Jones would be immense, and historically, that hasn't worked out well for him. The Vikings need for a DT and an outside-the-box option. The Minnesota Vikings defensive line needs attention this offseason, and there's no doubt about it. Many analyses have already linked Milton Williams to the team, as his fit into the scheme seems promising. However, given the high interest Williams has generated around the league, the Vikings may need to explore strategic alternatives to bolster the sector. One possibility would be to resort to a similar approach to the one they used in 2024, when they relied on edge rusher Jihad Ward to serve as a defensive tackle in the pass formation. This time, the name that could emerge as a creative solution is free agent Dayo Odeyingbo. Dayo Odeyingbo as a solution for the Vikings defensive line. Selected 54th overall in the 2021 NFL Draft, Odeyingbo built his career with the Colts, accumulating 16.5 sacks and 21 tackles for loss. His highest volume of play was in 2023, when he played 745 snaps, and he is still only 25 years old, which makes him an attractive piece for improvement on defense. What really draws attention is his physical appearance. At 6 feet 6 inches and 286 pounds, Odeyingbo has a similar physical build to Jihad Ward, 6 feet 6 inches and 286 pounds, and even J.J. Watt, 6 feet 6 inches and 286 pounds, one of the most dominant defensive ends in the recent NFL era. This begs the question, could the Vikings convert him from an edge rusher to a defensive end in a 3-4 scheme? Pro Football Focus, PFF, ranks Odeyingbo as the 42nd best free agent available this offseason. According to the portal's analysis, Odeyingbo has had a patient but steady rise in the NFL after suffering an Achilles injury during the 2021 pre-draft process. His game has returned to form over the past two seasons, with 8 sacks in 2023 and 7 tackles for loss or no gain on 67% of snaps played in 2024. At the time of the draft, his potential was already evident. Analyst Lance Zierlein noted that while he needed technical adjustments, Odeyingbo possessed rare physical traits and the ability to fit into different defensive schemes. Additionally, he has demonstrated the potential to pressure the quarterback from multiple positions along the defensive line. How would Odeyingbo fit into the Vikings' defensive plan? The Vikings, under defensive coordinator Brian Flores, may be interested in bringing more versatility to their defense. Flores is a sophisticated strategist and understands the importance of reducing reliance on blitzes, something the Eagles exemplified successfully in the Super Bowl. While Minnesota's aggressive defense is a hallmark, Adding Odeyingbo could allow Flores to diversify his lineups without losing any effectiveness in putting pressure on the quarterback. On third down and long situations, putting Odeyingbo alongside Jonathan Greenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, and Dallas Turner would create enormous difficulties for opposing offensive lines. Over his career, Odeyingbo has spent the majority of his time lined up as an edge rusher, 1,483 snaps, but he also has experience on the interior of the line, 307 snaps as a DT, and 236 snaps in the B-gap. This versatility could make him a valuable piece for the Vikings, allowing for multiple defensive combinations. The cost of bringing Odeyingbo to Minnesota. According to PFF projections, Odeyingbo could sign a 4-year contract worth $66 million, resulting in an average annual salary of $16.5 million. The Vikings, who currently have about $63.3 million in salary cap space, could accommodate this contract without much difficulty, especially if they adjust other areas of the roster. With a need to shore up the defense and a defensive coordinator known for his tactical creativity, Odeyingbo could be the outside-the-box solution the Vikings need to elevate their defensive line in 2025.